Hello, everyone. Welcome to Reflections with V, where we dive deep into the truths of life and uncover the wisdom we often overlook. Today, I want to talk about a skill that silently shapes our lives and influences everything from our careers to our personal relationships. It is the negotiation skill. Throughout my entire life, I never realized early enough just how much negotiation shapes our lives. From the smallest decisions we make to the most significant milestones like dating, marriage, job offers, promotions, buying a house, or even navigating relationships with friends and family, negotiation is everywhere. Yet, many of us stumble through life without truly mastering this critical skill. For me, I learned the lesson the hard way, although I wish I didn't have to make so many mistakes before truly understanding the importance of negotiation. As a young adult, I vividly remember how my mom would always react whenever I shared my market bargaining stories with her. She would often scold me, convinced I had overpaid the vendor in the market. If I bought something for, let's say, $1,000, my mom would insist it was worth only $400. She would say things like, "They cheated you. They must have known you are ignorant of the real price." Her words would echo in my mind and sting badly, not because of the money I had most likely lost, but because of the uncomfortable feeling that comes with being cheated. That feeling would haunt me, making me question my capability to strike a fair deal. But in reality, it wasn't really about the item or the cash. It was just about my self-worth. For example, after university, my friend and I were both fortunate to secure jobs with similar roles in our city around the same period. But that's not the end of the story. Here is what happened. When my friend found out that my salary was quite higher than ours, she was slightly devastated. Not out of jealousy, but because she realized she hadn't negotiated our pay properly, and this left her feeling cheated. Let's just say that this is one experience that truly highlights how deeply negotiation influences our professional lives. Two individuals can put in the same effort, yet their outcomes may differ significantly, solely based on their ability to negotiate. And if you look closely, you see that this experience reaches far beyond the workplace. Even in relationships, negotiation plays a pivotal role. Take marriage, for example. I've noticed how one marital experience can significantly differ from another. Even when there is one person, there is a constant in the relationship. And I will explain. For instance, it's possible for a man to treat the wife of his second marriage way better than he treated the wife from his first. And there are many theories as to why. Some say it could be because he learned valuable lessons from his past relationship. Others believe it is because his new partner entered the marriage with stronger negotiation skills. While both perspectives have merit, you would agree that they also highlight a vital point that negotiation is at the heart of many interactions, whether we realize it or not. But here's the thing, who amongst us hasn't been cheated in one way or another? Please raise a hand. Whether it's at the market, in relationships, or in business, we've all been there. And sometimes, even family and friends can unintentionally take advantage of us. Because of this, I've learned to shift my perspective on how I interpret these experiences to myself. And instead of dwelling on the injustice of different negotiation scenarios, I've decided to view them as lessons or valuable reminders to refine my skills and grow stronger. So the real question here is this: when should we start developing negotiation skills? Early in life or later? The answer is simple: as early as possible. Ideally, the moment a child begins to speak. As you know, childhood is a blank slate, and what we teach kids early shapes their habits and character for life. Imagine how empowering it would be if children were taught to communicate their needs effectively without compromising their comfort. It would set them up for a life of confidence, contentment, and resilience. And how do we teach this skill? By modeling it ourselves. A strong sense of self-worth is foundational to effective negotiation. When you know your worth, it becomes easier to advocate for it. That is why many seasoned professionals negotiate better salaries than entry-level employees. At the same time, however, negotiation isn't a one-size-fits-all skill. Life is nuanced, and even the best negotiators have blind spots. A person might excel at negotiating business deals, but struggle in personal relationships. Or they might haggle brilliantly over small purchases, but falter on big ticket items. Hence, recognizing this reality is also crucial. But overall, the key to powerful negotiation is continuous learning, because every negotiation setting is unique and shaped by its own rules and dynamics. What works in North America might not work in Europe or Africa. Negotiating a job offer is vastly different from bargaining at a local market. Therefore, adapting to these nuances is essential. So when you make a mistake, and trust me, you will, don't let it define you. Instead, treat it as a stepping stone and a chance to refine your skills. Life is a series of negotiations, and with each one, you grow closer at mastering the art. And remember, negotiation isn't just about getting what you want. It's about striking a balance, creating value, and building relationships. Whether you're in the market, the boardroom, or at the dinner table, negotiation is your tool for crafting a life that aligns with your values and goals. Thank you for joining me on Reflections with V. If you found this insightful, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more thought-provoking conversations. Until next time, keep growing, keep learning, and keep negotiating your way to a better life.